Yeah, hi there. These comments, I'm going to just use your initials for privacy purposes, C. And I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at Stealth, the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT. So you completed my integrated speaking practice test number 16. What I want to do now is to listen to your response, give you some feedback. I'll also give you a score and also tell you what grade that you will get on this assignment for our class. And you're also one of my students at California State University, San Bernardino. You're in the English language program, right? And let's go ahead and listen to your practice test.
In the polar regions or high mountains. This is in the polar regions or high mountain, number 16. Glaciers can only form in...
You don't want to say a glaciers. Glaciers is plural, so you can say a glacier, but it's probably better to just say glaciers form in
the polar regions or high mountains. This is because in this area, especially on the summer, the weather doesn't really hot enough to melt the snow. And the glacier cannot be more than 30 degrees from the bottom. I want to tell you, the glaciers...
Now here's the problem with your response right now. You're 30 seconds into your response, you still have not started to discuss the glacier formation. So when you're summarizing, you try to summarize the information so you focus around the most important elements. So the question here is discuss how glaciers are formed. You don't have to focus as much on where they occur as much as why they occur. That's really the main focus of your question. So you're probably taking a little bit too much time before you get to answering the question.
Also, can only consider a glacier after it begin moving. And one more thing, I want to talk about the formation of the glacier itself.
There. Finally, you're getting to the purpose of the question, but you're 49 seconds into the speech, and you're just now starting to answer the question. Now, for the IBT TOEFL, you only have 60 seconds. That means you have 11 seconds to answer this question, which is impossible, right? So I think you spent too much time on the beginning of your speech and not enough time on actually answering the question.
The glaciers begin to form when the snow remains at the same area.
You want to say when the snow remains. Don't forget to put the S on that third person verb.
On year-round, where there's enough snow accumulate to transform into the ice.
You want to say there. With the TH, you got to put your tongue between your teeth where there is enough snow.
From each year, a new layer of snow barriers compares the previous layers. This compression forces the snow to recrystallize. After about 2 winters, the snow turns into the firn, an intermediate day between snow and glacial ice.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's the actual definition. So you're starting to now include some of the important points from the lecture.
At this point, it's about the half dense of water.
You might say it is about as half dense as water.
Over time, a large ice crystal became so compressed that any air pocket between them are very tiny.
Okay, so your speech was a little bit long. Like I said, you probably took too much time in the beginning of the speech talking about glaciers generally, and you didn't give yourself enough time to talk about the formation of glaciers. But you know what? Even though you have some pronunciation problems, I like you have pretty good tone. You clearly pronounce a lot of your words in there, so that's definitely a good sign. Okay, let's take a look at the rubrics now on this one. So you took too long, really, to answer your question. So on this one, I'm going to put you at about 2.33 out of 4, or 18 points out of 30. on this particular practice test. Now, for the purposes of our class, let me take a look at the rubrics. Okay, here we go. Here, where are we? Got it. Okay, so 2.33 is going to put you at 80% on this assignment.